Huh. So you can just skip Captain's thing. That is something I did not know. Good evening, everyone. Right now, it's 10:03, November 6th. Today's announcement. Today, our museum welcomes its newest addition, a cafe called the Roost. The owner, Brewster, may be a bird of few words, but his coffee is so good, it can say it all. Blathers, our museum curator, has informed me that the museum cafe will be open 24 hours a day. I know I can't wait to duck in for a coffee break, and I bet a lot of you can't wait either. And of course, we'll be holding a special ceremony to celebrate the happy news. If you're interested, please check in with Resident Services. Hey, Brainless, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, the cafe, as part of the new update. Ah, that's all up to you. Oh, look, we got a letter from the sheep whose name I can't pronounce. Yeah, didn't you see, the direct a few weeks ago? I spent, over an hour talking about it. And yeah, the new update came out. It actually released a day early. It came out yesterday. Watch directs. Praise. Yeah, no, we got a direct, I think, oh god, it was sometime in early October. And yeah, the new update came out, and it added Brewster, it added Cap'n, it added a bunch of stuff, actually. A bunch of stuff I'm completely forgetting right now. There's a collective thing. Yep, Sora's been out for, forever. Yeah, Sora came out in, mid-October? Of course people found combos for him. I mean, he's a very air-heavy fighter. So, Sora is the type of character that leads himself towards combos. That means he's not the type of character I play, because I'm terrible at because, I cannot play Bayonetta, and she's also, a type of character who does combos. Even though, if you watched in the stream I did with Sora, I got better with him as time went on. Wait, we still have pumpkins? What? I thought I put all the pumpkins away. A kiwi umbrella. What does this look like? Oh, okay. That's not nearly as interesting as I thought. So the shop is already closed tonight. I started a little later tonight than I originally wanted to, which I should actually just be ignoring the flowers. Yeah, yeah, I watched a movie tonight instead, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, so I'm starting a little later than I wanted to. Tomorrow I'm definitely gonna, because part of the reason I started late, I planned to start later tonight, is because of KK Slider. This is the first time KK Slider's been on the island in forever, probably anyways. So I was like, yeah, we should probably listen to him tonight. So that's why I started late. But I didn't mean to start this late, but I watched a movie instead, and that was over 2 hours. Okay, I think it was exactly 2 hours. This is our gyroid. We might as well dig this up. We got an Illuminoid. Ooh, is it going to be made out of metal? It better be. Okay, there's our boy KK Slider. There's some bugs. I'm having so I don't really catch that many bugs in this game. Admittedly, that's it's never been that good for money. It's never really been something I've needed to do. But I have the impulse to catch bugs right now because I've been playing Skyward Sword. And in Skyward Sword, you gotta catch the bugs to upgrade your potions. There's like a bug collector guy who will buy your bugs, and I think he does like a museum thing. I don't know. Collecting the bugs in Skyward Sword is important. And so I feel like, oh, well, I have to catch the bugs now. Because Skyward Sword. But no, I don't. Well, yeah, we have all this laid out. All of this garbo. Oh, hey, the money tree's right there. I swear we placed all the pumpkins yesterday. I guess not. Because we still have, like, 5 or 6 more. Okay, there's our fossils for the day. I guess we don't need any more fossils. Or I guess we don't have anything much more to do with that. Okay, let's, I guess, place some more pumpkins. I have no idea where these came from. And then there's just an odd one out. Well, okay. Oops. Whatever. Well, I'll have to find a place for that later. Okay, we've got all these mushrooms, this flat... We'll sell some of this stuff tomorrow. I think we can put some of this over here. Like, we can drop that there. I don't need this kiwi umbrella. So I guess I'll sell that. The gyroid and the mushrooms we keep, obviously. Oh, yeah. Right up there. So yeah. I guess let's go... let's go see if there's anything else on the island real quick before we go talk to Brewster. I'm ignoring weeds and I'm ignoring other stuff that we can't sell at the moment because we can't sell it at the moment. Because yeah, I'm late tonight. So tonight's probably going to be a short night. I'll just be completely honest. I don't have anything planned tonight. I mean, yeah, we can work on the garden. We could do turtle school, whatnot, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I mean, we're going to go to Captain's Island and all that, but we'll do that later. I guess let's go talk to Brewster. Or, let's talk to Blathers, then Brewster. Hey, Blathers. Museum, I cannot possibly thank you enough for bringing Brewster to us, but I shall at the very least try. From the end of my beak to the furthest tip of my tail feathers, thank you. Now I imagine you'd like to know where the cafe is. It's up the stairs and to the left. You can't miss it. And just like that, the museum cafe is open and Brewster is eager to serve. Anytime, day or night. So whether it's for exhibits or for a perfect cup of coffee, please enjoy your visit to our museum. The cafe completely overshadows the museum. I still stand by it should be its own building. Yep, my thoughts have not changed. Yes, fossils you already have, because we completed that exhibit months ago now. Actually, it's definitely been over a year. It has definitely been over a year since we completed the museum exhibit. Or since the fossil exhibit. Definitely. Oh, would you look at this place? Oh, the atmosphere. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, look at those pictures. And it's the cafe. I think that's the one from New Leaf. Looks like it anyways. Cuz yeah, I know in the first few games the cafe is part of the museum. At least I think it is. And then it becomes its own building in New Leaf. And then now it's back to being as part of the museum, which, again, I think is over. I would much rather have it its own building. Thanks for passing the message on back to on that remote island. You ever find yourself in need of a cup of coffee? Just swing on by. Coffee's 200 bells. Care for a cup? Yes, please. Sure. Oh, look at that pour. Here you go. 1 cup of the house special. Drink up and enjoy. It's perfect, just as it is. Just the right amount of acidity and full-bodied flavor. I wouldn't add a single thing. Cool. Thank you very much. And that's the cafe. Let's take a seat. Sorry, but that's reserved seating. What? We can't just sit in one of these? Oh my... Come on, game. I need my bean juice. Oh my god. Okay, that does suck. The fact that we can't just sit down and enjoy the atmosphere of the cafe, that's a problem. I know we can just invite Villager, Amiibo, and maybe another day, but I just kind of want to sit down and enjoy the atmosphere of the cafe. Does that make sense? You know, sit down, look at my phone while I check whatever achievement I just got. Oh yeah, there is one. Visit the Roost for a coffee break. Oh, there's one for cooking or something. We might cook something today. We might not. I don't know. Again, it's a short night tonight. Yeah, that sucks. We'll look at like this Amiibo phone stuff another day. Not today. And I do believe in the philosophy of 1 cup a day for a Brewster. Because that's, I think in previous games, he would only allow you to have a single cup. I'm sticking to that. Yeah. I don't know. The cafe is neat. We will definitely explore it in future videos. I'm surprised the outside of the museum doesn't look any different in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I'd have to see a side-by-side comparison, but it doesn't look any different. Of course, what we do with my homemade cafe out here, we'll figure that out. We shall figure that out one of these days, eventually. Shall we? Okay, we've got all these plants down here. I guess... I thought we were 1 green short. No, or 1... Oh god, I don't remember which... I know this one's green. I know for a fact that this one's green. One of these is white, and one of these is yellow. I think this one is yellow, so I think we're 1 yellow short. And we've got more than enough oranges. Still don't know how we're going to do the pumpkins yet, but I'll figure it out. What's our... Okay, I guess let's throw these fossils down on the ground for the moment. Not like that. And then we'll go back to the house, throw some stuff in the house, and then we'll go visit, Captain. Still haven't bought the DLC. Again, like I said, we'll get around to it. What the heck? Okay, wait, real quick. What the heck is this? Look at that name. It's a rock. I can't even tell if it has anything on it. It's just a rock. What? What? We'll check it in the morning. Will I be buying turnips tomorrow? Okay, there's always the possibility, but probably not. No. I mean, we could easily throw a million into turnips. That's never stopped me before. But probably not. Well, I mean, I would say especially if I can't wake up early enough, which frequently I don't. Okay, let's see what is this one. Oh my god, it's a robot. It's a robot. Oh my god, look at him. Okay, I'm loving the gyroids in this. Normally, I don't actually care too much about gyroids. Like, they're a fun one. But I don't know, I think this game's gyroids have a certain charm to them that I'm fond of. I don't know, that might also be one of those things like clothing, where, like, in most Animal Crossing games, I just don't give a shit about clothing, but then in New Leaf, I really cared about it. And yeah, I think that's part of it in this, is that normally I don't care, but for some reason in this one I really do. We'll go worry about what's-his-face later. I guess let's go do KK Slider right now. Yeah, sure. I saw that fish right there, and I was like, oh, I should have caught that real quick. Because, you know, pure fish are always big deals, and it looked big enough to be a pure fish. Oh, we got more tomatoes. I'm not going to take the tomato plants this time. So it looks like we got more tomatoes. I would have liked a new plant. But yeah, we'll take the tomatoes. I don't plan on doing anything with them at the moment. I mean, we'll cook eventually, but we need, like, other things first. We need, like, wheat and whatnot. But yeah, we're not going to take the plants. We'll just pick the tomatoes. So what have I... So I said we're starting even later than I normally do tonight. Because I was watching a movie. So what movie was I watching? Well... the 2002 classic Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. As you know, No Way Home is coming up in a few... and probably a month. A little more than that, but about a month. And the rumors are heavy that that Tobey Maguire and potentially Andrew Garfield are in it. I think Tobey Maguire has been, like, more open. That's like, yeah, that's hinted that, yeah, he's gonna be in it. Whereas Andrew Garfield is like, no, I'm not in that movie. So, who knows? Who knows how this all shakes out? But, you know, there's been a lot of talk about it recently. And kind of like how in the lead up to movies like Endgame and Infinity War, I rewatched a lot of the MCU, aka all of the MCU, for the lead up to the new Spider-Man. I was like, you know, I should probably watch the Spider-Man movies. I mean, I could probably get away without watching, like, Into the Spider-Verse, but, you know, I should probably watch all of them. And so we did. So now, going in, I have already counted Venom and Carnage. Because, you know, I rewatched Venom in the lead up to Let There Be Carnage. And of course I'm ranking them in review style, like how I did for the Marvel movies, like how I did for Mission Impossible. Because, you know, I think it adds, like, a level of flavor to things. And I don't know, I kind of find it fun. But yeah, I've been ranking them, and so right now it was just I think Venom is better than Let There Be Carnage, but they're very similar movies at the end of the day. So those were the two I had. Those were already on there, and then I watched Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Yeah, that movie was clearly made in 2002. Some elements of that movie have not aged well. And I mean, like, at all. Like, there are some moments where I'm like, ooh, this is hard to watch. And it is. It's hard to watch sometimes. Oh my god, there are some things that, oh, we can make stuff with mushrooms? Huh, I hadn't even thought about that, but that makes sense. If only we had some flour. We'll have pumpkins again in a few days. But I was like, yeah, so the movie has not aged well. Not to say I think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad movie. And it's a campy movie. But some of it works. I do think some of that movie works. I didn't hate it. There were some moments that I would call cringe, and it's like pretty bad cringe. But I didn't hate it. No, in fact, some of it I enjoyed. But yeah, watching the Sam Raimi Spider-Man again, there are some things in that movie that, yeah, don't work. There are some things, especially between Peter and Mary Jane's relationship, where I'm like, oh my, like the modern word we use is cringe, and that's, I think, the best descriptor of it. Oh my god, and it's like it goes on, but like at the end he realizes that, oh, if he stays with Mary Jane, then someone else is gonna find out his secret identity, and she's just gonna get hurt. So he's like, nope, I can't be with you. We'll be friends, but not in a relationship. And I'm like, oh yeah, this movie did that. I actually think that really works. And there are some moments that just really work like that. Like the whole great power with great responsibility thing. Literally everything that has to do with Uncle Ben, I think works really well. I don't want to say that's the best thing about the movie, but that's definitely one of the better things. I know a lot of people hate the modern MCU Spider-Man for not having the whole Uncle Ben thing. And I get it. Uncle Ben is pretty integral to the character after all. I get that complaint. But at the same time, how many times have we seen Bruce Wayne's parents killed? In my head, it's at least 3, if not 4 times. I can think of at least 3 instances, and that's not counting like Mask of the Phantasm. Or, the Teen Titans Go movie. So I'm actually fine with them not doing Uncle Ben. Of course, should he still, be there other than, slight references? Yeah, probably. But yeah, the original Spider-Man's kind of... some of it works, but a lot of it doesn't. A lot of it's dated. Do I think it's bad? No, I wouldn't go that far. I probably wouldn't. No, not at all. But it definitely doesn't hold up as much as I want it to. I don't know. A lot of people say the first Spider-Man has its cringy moments, whatnot. but a lot of people say the second one holds up. With Alfred Mulaney as Doc Ock, that movie's good. That movie holds up. It does the whole great power with great responsibility thing really well, because that's the one where Spider-Man loses his powers. So I have hopes for that one. The first one may be a little cringe, maybe a little dated. You can tell that Sam Raimi comes from horror, because like while the movie is definitely not a horror movie, there are certain elements where it's like, oh, he took horror elements and then camped them up to make it more of like a comic book movie. And then, of course, Ang Lee will take that with Hulk and put it up to like the nth degree and just go too far with it. But I felt like Sam Raimi did it fine. He found a fine way to balance it. Like, at no point, like, there are some weird directing choices, but I don't think he ever goes too far with it, per se. I don't know. Would I put it below? So right now, the listing as it stands is Venom, Venom 2. Would I put it below both those movies? Again, I think it's complicated. Because they have... The Venom and Venom 2 are not perfect by any means. But neither is this one, and while I think this one has better moments than, like, Venom, it also has a lot of moments that aren't, and a lot of moments that are dated, and, like, just scenes where I was like, oh god, please just let this end. Like, the scene of, like, Peter basically confessing his love to MJ in the hospital while they visit Aunt May, I was just like, oh god, please let this end already. And it it goes on for, like, more than a minute. And I was like, oh my god, just, kid. But there are some good moments. I've already named a few. J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. Fantastic. Works really well. I enjoyed that. That was fun. That was enjoyable. I think that worked. And the other thing I didn't realize about that movie. So you know how movies like Shrek have just become like meme movies where basically every scene in the original Shrek is like a meme? Like people have just taken the entire movie and just like taken scenes out of it and made it into a meme, right? You know how that is. That's the first Spider-Man movie. There's like legitimately like almost every scene at some point has had I've seen a meme about it, or I've seen like a joke about it. Like the some of the more prominent ones are like the "I'm a man of science myself," right? Which is Willem Dafoe says at the beginning. Pizza Time's in the second one, but there's just a lot. There's a lot of scenes that are just like, oh my god, these are memes. That entire movie has been memed by the internet. Hey, Harriet. Oh, welcome. Take your time, sugar. Yeah, I did not I knew there were some memes of Spider-Man. I did not realize how many there were. Like, my god, there are so many memes of the original Spider-Man movie. Well, hello there. I'm pleased to announce the opening of a new co-op in our happy community. Please welcome Red and his collection of fine art. Oh, well, if it isn't my old friend. We go way back. Now, to be completely honest, I don't like the idea of settling in one location. Sometimes a fella don't want to be found, you know? But for Harvey, I'm thrilled to set up my shop here. Now, Harvey, as we discussed before, I have sourced some artwork that I think even you will appreciate. What do you say? Are you ready to come check it out? Oh, gee, I thought we were just chatting. You know, old Harv doesn't have the most bells right now. But you've gone to all the trouble. Of course I'll come to check it out, Red. And now, feel free to come and take a gander at Red's wares anytime you like. So, Red is here, and this is how I assume we buy artwork. My hope is that Red will sell artwork that is real, and eventually, if he sells enough, we will be able to finish the museum. That's my hope. Is that possible? I don't know. I think both of these pieces are fake. One piece per day. Oh yeah, he sells the raffle prizes. You know, all the new ones. So that normally you can only get during the fireworks. The wild painting left half. Because I know I have the other one. But I think the other one's also fake. And I think this one is fake as well. Yep, it's fake. It should be white, not greenish. Nah. And I think the statue is fake as well. I'm looking right now. Because I think it should have, like, ear dealies, if I'm correct. Oh, no, the statue is real. The ear dealies are fake. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll buy a real ancient statue. We're just gonna keep buying real artwork. Assuming he has real artwork, we're going to buy it. And I just hope, through this, hopefully we should be able to do everything in the museum. Okay, ooh, here's Harriet. I think we're just gonna, you know, keep buying it. Yeah, we'll do an... I think I said we were going to do Reese and Cyrus next. But honestly, red is just the one I wanted to get first. I'm fine with doing them in order after that. Yeah, this is Kix. I'm fine just giving it to Kix. And yeah, we'll just do them in order. But red is the most important, because one of our goals is to finish the museum. I don't know how long that's going to take, but we're going to do it. So yeah. And yeah, we'll slowly work with... Like, I know Reese and Cyrus is one of these. I know Katrina is one of these. I think Sahara is this one, if I'm correct. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's come up here. So, yesterday I talked about how, like, the one house I liked, I built on, his island. This is it. The one room I've actually made that I liked is this one. I think that this little, like, living room area is pretty cozy. This kitchen area I think is nice. The fridge, the countertop, that all works. I like the little record player here, the light switch, the clock. I think this room works. Out of everything I've ever built, this is the one room that I think works. But admittedly, this one room has a little bit of everything in it. It's basically like an all-in-one room. I know it doesn't have like a toilet, but you know what I mean. Like, I threw a kitchen and a main room together in a single room. Over here, we have the carnival. If you remember the season finale of Animal Crossing, the originals... Did I say series? Season, whatever. The original Animal Crossing finale, one of the scenes was, I think Zucker's scene was at the carnival. Yep, that's still here all this time later. And for this scene, for this main room, I think Miranda's was here. Miranda was over here. And Whitney and Audie were sitting on this couch. There might have been one other scene in this room, I don't entirely remember. But I know that took place in here. Oh, okay. Here we have the party area. This was in one of the What If reviews. I know I haven't put any of those out yet. But this was in the What If... I think this was the Party Thor one. The What If Thor was an only child. So yeah, I'm guessing... That's where I'm guessing that room is from. We'll look at some of the other rooms. We might as well since we're here. Aren't the two rooms the only... I can't remember which ones I destroyed to put something else in. The bowling alley is still here. Okay. I think the bowling alley is like the one thing I want to keep. because I think it's cute. Because, yeah, this is like the Cousin Pietro dream sequence thing. So I think the bowling alley stays. Yeah, especially because it actually fits here. Like, it did not fit in the house. Cousin Pietro, let's go bowling. Which I know we did use in the finale, but admittedly we used that in Beautiful Visions as well. Oh, this is my Matrix room. You know, from the ending of the second Matrix movie. I think this was What If Ultron won. I know this was one of the What If episodes. I think What If Ultron won was that one. And then I think the downstairs is the What If the Watcher broke his oath, the final episode of What If. Yeah, because look, it's like a little bar cafe thing. I think it's cute. I used Whitney's picture instead of Steve Rogers. That was cute. I had some. Oh my gosh, we could even get in there. But yeah, this was the What If finale, and I think Pietro was the bartender. I don't remember. I know. So I think it was Pietro was the bartender. Was the joke. Yeah. I like the first when I eventually put those What If videos out. You'll see the first few episodes just take place in like the house, but then some of the later episodes take place in right in there, and like I started getting more creative with the rooms. I think that happens around episode 5, if I remember. So like halfway through the show. Because yeah, I think it starts around the zombie episode. Because I recorded What If in 3 chunks. The first 4 episodes, 5 through 8, or 5 through 7, and then 8 and 9. Yeah. But I'm still happy at that main room in Harvey's house. The basement bar is not bad. The bowling alley's classic at this point. So I think that, like I said, today's going to be a shorter night. Because we're not going to work on the cafe or anything, or the farm, I mean. I think I know what I'm going to do with it, though. Or at least I know what, like, we're going to take it apart, and I know how we're going to rebuild it. What we actually build in its stead, how does that look? I haven't entirely figured out yet. Because, I mean, the farm, like, this farm area takes up so much space. So we have to, so it's like, okay, well, or the flower garden, I mean. So when it comes to doing this farm, well, how much space can we take up? Because we've got all of this right there, and that's already a pretty big space. But then it's like, okay, do we come over here? Do we take all of Turtle School? Where does it end? Huh? Where does it end? I don't know. Do we cut it right here? Like, do we literally encompass the entire island? We could. I don't know. Again, I'm gonna probably look up some Stardew Valley ideas and steal from those. Because I think that we're gonna definitely have to move this, and especially because I don't know. I'm experimenting. We're gonna have to build some more fences. That's for sure. Yeah. Do I even want to keep this, or do I just literally cut it from right here to right here? Like, does this part even have a purpose anymore? I kind of feel like it doesn't. And maybe, do I just integrate this into this? I could. And what about over here? Let me get to it. This, I mean, this was always kind of like a farm-ish area. Like, do I take one of these silos and move it over to like a, because you know we're gonna actually be growing grain over there, whereas this is just fruit trees. I did realize though, so we have that storage shed. I'm thinking we should put the storage shed over here. I'm actually gonna go grab that from the house real quick. And maybe I'll order another one, assuming we can. I don't know if there's like a limit on that. But I was definitely thinking about that. So have I been doing anything else? Oh, I played Skyward Sword today. I beat the third temple, and I'm currently I was in the middle of the fourth temple when I was like, you know what? I'm running out of time. I should just start Spider-Man now. So I didn't even finish the fourth temple yet. The Ancient Cistern. That's literally where I am. I'm in the middle of that one now. I love the dungeon designs in Skyward Sword. They're not all like amazing, but there's some pretty good ones in there. Okay, that's just a screen. I was like, is that anything special? I don't even know what that would be. Oh, so there's where the gyroids are. Okay, so there's nothing in there. We have a fair bit of scorpions. I didn't even realize how many we had. And I tried to collect some of the beetles. We got like horned atlases, horned elephants, horned Hercules. Yeah, I didn't get that many at the end of the day. Okay, it should be in here somewheres. Oh, there it is. Storage shed. But yeah, so I've been playing Skyward Sword. And yeah, I'm still enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Like, I just did the segment where you backtrack to the first dungeon. I actually think that's neat. I actually kind of... I know I'm alone on this. Okay, I know there's probably a few other people. But I think the idea of having to go back to an old dungeon... Because it doesn't... it takes like 10 minutes at most. But to have to go back to an old dungeon... to get like something else... I was actually like, you know what? That's pretty cool. That actually kind of works, in my opinion. So yeah, I was fairly impressed with the, But... what I'm saying is, I don't mind. I don't mind having to go back to a dungeon. I think the problem... is that you have to... Oh, is this how it works? What if I say get something out? Actually, I mean, this is actually fine. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, that's fine. Yeah, I've definitely got some thoughts on how we're going to have to restructure our garden in the future. But we'll figure that out when we get to that. Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, Skyward Sword, I've been enjoying it. But yeah, the problem with backtracking is that you do it, you get the item, and then you immediately go into the Ancient Cistern. How it should work is you should only backtrack to the area, like, in between dungeons. Like, it should have you backtrack when you're still, like, you've still got exploration, instead of you backtrack to the dungeon, and then you immediately go into the new dungeon. Instead, you should backtrack. That allows you access to the new area, which then allows you access to the new dungeon. Like, there should be one more degree of separation in there, and I think that's part of the problem. I thought you'd stop by. Yeah, let's hear it. Cool, cool. I'm gonna leave it up to him for tonight. Maybe he'll give me one of the new ones. Maybe not. I don't know what any of the new songs are. But we'll just leave it up to him for tonight. And hey, maybe we'll get one. Chill Wave. I don't recognize this. I don't recognize that name. It's KK Slider. What else? What else do you expect? Sub to boot of the show. Chill Wave. Yeah, we'll check it out. Ooh. That's a money balloon. Alright. And yeah, anything else we have to do tonight? I mean, there's plenty we could do, but it's late. Oh, and daylight savings time's tonight, so that's fun. I don't know, the Switch has daylight savings time built into it, which is the first Nintendo console to do that ever. So, I guess we don't probably have to worry about it. Cute music. This is the heart, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't have a heart. Oh, it does have a heart. It's just pink and white. Okay. Alright, here's our tape deck. Playing the best song. Yeah, that's a new one, Chill Wave. You know, I also I used Drive-In in the copyright-free version of the finale. I used Drive-In. Yeah, Drive-In. I've also warmed up to Drive-In a lot. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is where we're gonna end off for the night. Actually, wait. Let's give me a second. Let me. So yeah, I think this is where we're gonna end. God, this is so fucking sad. Oh my god. We're just playing with a poster. Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna end off tonight. Will we get turnips tomorrow morning? I don't know. If I wake up early enough, maybe. I don't know. At the moment, I don't plan to, and I have a busy day tomorrow. I've got a paper due on Monday morning, so I've gotta finish that, and then maybe. So yeah. Oh god. But hey, you know, outside of that, maybe if I'm up for turnips, I'll definitely won't stream this late tomorrow. We'll definitely be in earlier. Well, at least that's my plan at the moment. You know, it's funny. I like, because it's Catan is the board, but none of the cards are Catan, and it's got gold pieces, which Catan does have gold pieces in. I know at least one. I know in Seafarer and Pirates and what Explorers, I think, is the expansion. But then I know there is another board game that has the Catan cards in it, like the resource cards, whereas these cards are looking like, I don't know, they remind me of Magic for some reason. I don't know what they actually are, though. God, I love this handheld cam, man. Like, the perspective this gives. Oh my god, this is such a great addition. This has opened up a new world of machinimas. Totally. Definitely some horror. Like, someone made a horror movie within, like, the first, like, month Animal Crossing came out. They did someone made, like, an in-game horror movie trailer. I guarantee you could make that again and it would look great. Like, with this handheld cam. Oh god, the guy who did all of Hamilton in Animal Crossing. He actually finished that, by the way. It took, I don't think, it took well over a year. But he did finish it. And yeah, you can watch the entirety of Animal Crossing, or of Hamilton in Animal Crossing, which is funny. But yeah, tomorrow we'll actually make some progress. If we don't buy turnips, I don't know, we'll museum a thing, we'll farm a thing, we'll we'll like take out Turtle School or something. You know, make incremental steps, which is kind of like my plan at the moment. Just a bunch of incremental steps leading towards something grander. But I think that's where we're going to end off for the night. So, yeah. Yep. Still enjoying Animal Crossing. I feel like we're making, like, no progress right now. But I also know that if we're going to last for at least until New Year's, we have to take things slow. And I'll get Happy Home Paradise eventually. I'm not stressing over it right now, because, you know, I'm still playing other games. Skyward Sword. Like, I have a dozen. And all this Spider-Man, I want to play Miles Morales. Hopefully it'll go on sale in around, like, Black Friday, Cyber Monday-ish. So, I'll finally play it then, before the end of the year. I don't know, there's been so many fucking good games this year that a Game of the Year list is going to be impossible, and that's just going to make things even more complicated. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end off for the night, so I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.